Hey y'all, Dana Johnson, the friendly neighborhood wildlife biologist, in his name outdoors. Hey, if he can save me, he can save you. I did a video a while back on where to shoot a pig, but I found some skulls from some of those pigs that weren't smart enough not to get trapped. But I once taught a field necropsy class, and when you're going to dispatch a hog, you want to do it very humanely. And I showed you on that other video, but I'm going to show you the skull. So, I told you to make an X from the ear to the eye, and there's where the bullet went in. Now here's the thing. If you see down there, the hole, this is the brain cavity, and that bullet comes out straight there, which is your spinal cord. So that is a humane shot. So that bullet, that little 22, expands in there. It's a good humane kill, and that's what we need to focus on. So right there, that's the X, ear to eye, ear to eye. Now, I said something about shooting one in the ear. So in the ear, the ears go just like this. See that hole? That hole is right in the brain cavity. You can't really see it in there, but where that hole was right there, that goes straight into the center of the brain cavity. So that bullet, that little 22, goes in, expands, and it's a good clean kill, and that's what we need to concentrate on. Look, if we're going to dispatch animals, we need to do our best to do it humanely. I know a lot of people get upset, why do we have to kill them? I'll show you damage. They cost billions of dollars in damage, and I'm brought in to help negate that damage. This landowner out here spent thousands of dollars on his food plots, and a lot of them are blown up, waste of money. And there's some few topics, and I really like these topics because now that I'm not with the government anymore, I can say what I want. And because we're very careful on what we say when we're government workers. But now I can just tell you everything. And here's some topics. And look, I'm saying this because I want you to email me topics, inhisnameoutdoors@gmail.com. And if I can, I'll come and do a little seminar. Just find me a place to do it. I won't maybe charge for some gas, but I'd love to do that. I used to do them. So here's some topics I'm going to go over upcoming. That's the reason I want you to follow me or like my page, subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to go over the door size width, how I came up with that. Trap size. That includes everything about a trap on why I use only 3 panels. The whole sounder removal theory, that came across years ago from a study at Fort Benning of pigs being territorial. Well, pigs don't pee on trees like coyotes and bobcats and predators do. I don't think they're territorial. I think they just have random home ranges, and I've done a lot of radio telemetry seeing that. Types of different traps. Just my opinions on them. They all work. Every one of those traps work. Some have abilities that others don't. Depends on how much you want to spend. It's your money, you spend it how you want to. Multi-catch doors. Pigs can still push in when others are trapped. Guess what? I did research on that. I can tell you the probability. I'll do a video on that. And why I don't use them. Pressure sensitivity. Did a research study on that showing how pressure affects your trap success. Hog diseases. Brucellosis, hog cholera, and pseudorabies. I was a part of sampling pigs all over Alabama. And yes, we have pseudorabies and we have brucellosis, which can be deadly to humans. And I'll go over what I do to keep from trying to get that and the percentages in areas. And these shirts and hats. I didn't think anybody would like them. It's just, I'm making myself, my little hat there. They're stitched hats, and I've got a lot of people that like them. And I'm not set up with sales tax, so I've got some shirts. What I can do with my shirts, if you promise to give $25 for one of my t-shirts to something good, to your church, to a homeless shelter, to a food pantry, to helping someone out, $25, you pay the shipping cost, I'll just send you a t-shirt. I make them myself. They cost me $10 to make. I'll just give you that. You just promise to do something good for 25 bucks, and I'll just tell you how much it costs to ship. The sweatshirts cost a little more. My niece makes them for me. I've got my own press. I do it all myself. Like I said, I'm a one-person show here. So, and the hats cost me $20. That's my cost. I'll figure out a way to do those. So thank y'all so much for supporting me. I'm a brand new company. This is my dream, and y'all are helping me make my dream come true. So, In His Name Outdoors, subscribe to my YouTube, follow my Facebook, and I'll never try to sell you something. I'll just try to teach you something. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.